Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our pre-show before the main show. It's good to be back on drive, so I'm back with Craig this morning. Morning, Craig. Well, and you? Yeah. Not too cold this morning, Craig? Fresh. Okay. Well, yes, it is a fresh morning, but it's a very pleasant morning because there is not a breath of wind this morning, which is very welcome after the last few days of being battered by gale force winds, and so quite pleasant to be out this morning. There is obviously also lots of noise for lions around this morning, so hopefully Ali, the cat whisperer, is going to go that way and find the lions. I'm going to go on another little mission down to the south because I had a report that Hosanna was seen. Just hold on before I do that. There is tracks for a male lion here. Now, his tracks go straight south on Twin Dams Road, so I'm going to try and see if I can't find them, but I don't know if you can see them here, Craig. It might be a bit close, but just over my right shoulder over here somewhere. There we go. There it is. So there is the track for a male lion. Now, the lions that we heard roaring just now, just before we got going on drive, were north of the camp, so that is probably the best bet, but we'll follow these tracks anyway and just see. You never know, maybe we get lucky and we'll have more than one Birmingham boy on the property this morning. That would be quite nice. Although, when I see tracks on this road going sort of southwards, it's never the best indication because they often then cross out long before we can get to them into Little Gowrie. But let's go and see, and hopefully Hosanna is still somewhere around Twin Dams. Like I say, he was seen last night just on the eastern side of Twin Dams itself in the Mulawati, so hopefully he'll be around and it'll be a great sort of start to our week. I'm really looking forward to being back. It's always nice to go on leave, but it's always good to get back to Djuma and come and see all the characters that we have around, and it seems like the two girls have been in fine fettle and have found many an animal, and there's an elephant. Look at that. Wow, there's more than one elephant actually. Let me go forward a bit, Craigie, because it will probably be better from here. Now, the lion tracks are on top of the elephant tracks, and here are our elephants right here. Now, it could be a different herd, but the lion tracks are on top of these elephant tracks, so maybe a lion is somewhere in front of us here, and we'll be able to find him. That would be quite something. But this is exciting. I'm quite excited now for the morning. Lots and lots of potential action that could be happening. Now, it looks like quite a nice ellie herd. You won't be able to see a lot of it because it's still quite dark and dingy, and elephants really blend in very well in this sort of light. But they are starting to slowly come out. I can see at least 5 or 6 individuals, and then a couple more in front of me on the other side of the road. Oh, there we go. Well done, Craig. They're peacefully feeding, which means that I don't think a lion is somewhere too close, because generally elephants are not too tolerant of lions, and so I would imagine that if there was a lion that walked through here, he would have been dealt with long ago, or been dispatched and he was kind of moved off, or he moved off on his own accord. So I reckon the ellies will probably stick around for a bit. Now, I believe there's been quite a few elephants, from talking to Taylor and Ali, that there's been quite a few around, and there's been a grumpy female and a grumpy male around, so we'll have to see. Now, this particular female looks like she's quite heavily pregnant. You see how her tummy's rounded and she's kind of sagging a bit there, so she's very heavily pregnant, and I would imagine in the next few weeks we might have a new addition to this area. Now, of course, Jamie had a beautiful sighting of that little baby elephant in the Mara, and so hopefully we'll get our own baby elephant at Djuma. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, this is a wonderful start to our day. I'm very, very happy with this. Always love spending time with elephants. Oh, you've got a tusk that grows the wrong way. Now that's reminded me of Fang, so hopefully we're going to find Fang in the next few days. I believe she hasn't been seen since I've been away, so I'm still trying to find her. Right, we're going to stay with our ellies, and while we do that, it's time to start the main show, so we'll see you all in a little bit.